Hello and welcome, I'm your host KB and you're watching the Retrospective. The Animals of Farthing Wood property started off as a children's book series written by English author Colin Dan. The first book in the series was published in 1979, with another 7 books being published between then and 1994. The books proved to be popular with children, and thus the series was adapted into an animated TV series called Animals of Farthing Wood, which was released in 1993. The show was a co-production between French-based La Fabrique and British-based Tel'imagination. The TV series is a rather fateful adaptation of the book series, as it follows the adventures of a group of woodland creatures who are displaced from their home in Farthing Wood as it's cleared out in order to make way for a housing development. After hearing tales of a far-off animal sanctuary named White Deer Park, the group forms and pledge an oath to protect each other until they reach their destination. The group is a mixture of different species who have to work together despite their instinctual differences. The group is led by the fearless Fox, who drives the storylines for the bulk of the series. We also have a range of other characters, with the likes of Owl and Badger, who are seen as Fox's wise counsel. We get the mischievous and somewhat obnoxious Weasel, and the seemingly devious snake called Adder. We also have the lovable if somewhat innocent characters in Molly and Toad. The group not only faces the dangers of traversing to their new home, they also encounter various enemies once they relocate, such as Scar and the Grey Wolves, Trey, the new leader of the White Deer, and the rapidly multiplying bunch of rats led by their leader Bully.
You a hair of my head, and my lads, they'll tear that evil snake to bits, won't you, lads? Who am I?
Bully!
There are a slew of other characters who cycle in and out of the series as the Farthing Wood creatures make new friends and reunite with old ones. We even see the group grow as characters start finding their own mates and having families of their own. The group even experiences tragic loss, which was a part of the series that really stood out to me as a kid, and even now revisiting it as an adult. While we are used to experiencing loss in classic animated films like Bambi or The Lion King, I don't remember a children's TV series dealing with death on the scale of the Animals of Farthing Wood. As a kid, I found the show shocking, if not somewhat traumatic, but not in a morbid way. Sure, we see some slightly gruesome scenes, at least in the realms of children's animation, but the deaths always carry a weight to them and have a sense of realism about them, whether it's due to the character passing from old age or being eaten by a larger predator. While most children's television series are episodic, this is the first animated show I remember watching with true serial storytelling, to the point I didn't want to miss an episode for fear of missing out on any key points of the show's storyline. Luckily, the show did a pretty good job of summarizing what had happened previously at the start of each episode. Production-wise, the show is well done. The illustration style art design really helps capture the vibe of the original books. The animation is okay, but during the show's final season, it can seem somewhat choppy at times. The intro is pretty good, and I love the epic sounding theme song. The series ran for 3 seasons between 1993 and 1995, with a total of 39 episodes being produced. While not a long-running series, the show did run its course, covering the main storylines featured in the books.
You have made history. You're all heroes of your species. We, the residents of White Deer Park, welcome you. The park is yours.
I personally loved this show as a kid, and I think it really holds up even watching it today. The entire series has been released on DVD, so I definitely recommend checking it out.
Our future in White Deer Park began to look more hopeful, but only because of Fox and his friends and the oath of Farthing Wood.
As always, thank you very much for watching this episode. For those of you who continue to watch and support and comment, I do really appreciate it. Please go and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time.